Good evening, Lake Orion. Well, it's a nice day out. I'm your host, and I am between Taorminas. Baby Nate right here. Yes, indeed. This is Between Taorminas here on ONTV. I'm your host, Anthony Taormina. I'm here with my brother, Sammy. Sammy, how you doing?
I'm hanging in there.
And we've got a special guest, the 00 Trophy. I know it doesn't speak.
It should speak because somebody is right now soaking on a toilet bowl championship.
Yes, Ian's not here this week for two reasons. Number one, he won for the sixth straight year, I believe it is. He won our toilet bowl championship in miniature golf.
4 of 5, the 5 of the last 6 years.
5 of the last 6. So he's not here for that, but also he's got some car issues that he's taking care of.
Involving a bird.
As I said, we will not go into details about that until we get more information. So stay tuned to this breaking story, ladies and gentlemen, about Ian and his car situation. So let's talk about golf to start off the main subject. Molinari won the Open, but the main attention was Tiger Woods. Is Tiger Woods back?
Yes. Here's why. Because he played for his front nine was unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you look at what he did. You know, he put a charge in that leaderboard. You know, I mean, and the only reason why he lost was because, you know, he was distracted. It led to a couple bogeys in the back nine. But that front nine just totally described how much Tiger Woods is possibly back.
You notice that he was competing with Jordan Spieth. You know, it was unbelievable to see how, you know, a Tiger-Jordan Spieth duel. Who would have thought that would happen?
You know, I think that would have been great. You know what I mean? For ratings, if Jordan Spieth and Tiger Woods dueled.
They did duel.
We know Spieth is in the prime of his career. I know he's from Texas. Basically, you know, with what but Tiger, of course, you know, look at what the man's gone through. He's gone through a ton of injuries. He's gone through arrests. He's had to deal with his dad's death. I mean, just so many different things just, affecting Tiger Woods. And for him to come back this strong and to show the performance that he did at the British Open just kind of, you know, it gives me hope to see if Tiger Woods is back. And to me, it looks like right now he is back.
Also, you notice Rory McIlroy was in there. Also, Phil Mickelson was in there.
Well, Phil didn't have a good day.
No, Phil did not have a good day.
No, he really did not have a good day.
But Rory had a rough Sunday.
He did. I mean, you know, but then you got to look at it. It all depends on the weather conditions, and the weather conditions.
It was very windy.
It was very windy, and then of course you got to know the trap, the greens, and all that. It's not very ideal when you look at what happened over there in England. I mean, but still, you got to give credit to Molinari winning the British Open. Basically, was in the middle of the pack, and then he made a run towards Spieth and the leaders. I mean, you know.
Well, also Tiger was right there.
And here's the thing: he's an Italian. I think he's an Italian who won it. You know what I mean? It wasn't an Englishman who won it. It wasn't an American who won it. I think it was an Italian.
Do you think that with Tiger Woods, and I made mention to this before in the past, it seems like when Tiger does well, golf ratings go up. Do you think that it's important to have Tiger competing at a high level for golf to be competitive? I mean, just like it was in 2000 to the present day.
It's very important, you know, to have Tiger compete at a high level. When you look at, of course, when you look at what Spieth, I mean, you have Jordan Spieth is a very up-and-coming player.
Same with Rory.
Same with Rory McIlroy. And then, of course, you have Phil's been there. Tiger Woods. It's very important.
Vijay Singh.
Well, it's very important.
Guys that have been
It's very
there.
important to have Tiger Woods up on his game, competing for championships. It basically would help give ratings to the golf game, and I think it would help a lot. Basically, with Rory with Tiger. Imagine Tiger Woods, Jordan Spieth going at it. Rory McIlroy. Imagine those three going at it. And even Phil Mickelson. I mean, like, them going at it, top 4 to leaderboard. You know, that would be ratings to watch.
That'd be unbelievable.
Let's not forget last year Jordan Spieth came back from 5 strokes down, forced the playoff and won it. Beat Kisner, Kevin Kisner, I believe it's the guy's name. Yeah, Kisner really struggled off in the final round. He played terrible.
But he was one of the top golfers going into the final day.
He was, but still, unfortunately, he actually did not play very well. Speed kind of struggled down the stretch, but everybody, it was right there for Tiger to take. But then that the couple double bogeys, the back nine, it really hurt him.
Did it feel like we were watching a rerun of the old Tiger Woods from 2000 and about 2007, 2008?
It felt like it at times. I mean, like, I'll be honest with you, it did. With Tiger Woods, you got to know when a good Tiger's back or if this was just a blip in the struggles of Tiger Woods. Remember, Tiger Woods is I believe he's in his 40s. And, and
pretty soon, in no time, we're going to be talking about Tiger and Phil in the Senior Open.
Yeah, pretty soon, you know what I mean? So, but for Tiger, it's basically, for Tiger, could he be back? Maybe.
There's just something about that red shirt
on Sundays
that, it makes you say, wow, unbelievable.
The Los Angeles Lakers used to wear white on Sundays.
Yes, I know, and they still do. But do you think that golf is back with the success of the British Open, or of the Open? I shouldn't call it British Open, it's called the Open. Then you got the U.S.
Open. The PGA Championship.
PGA Championship's coming up. So
the U.S. Open's usually on Father's Day weekend.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Yep.
The PGA Championship's next. I think golf is starting to come back a little bit. I
enjoy watching.
Golf's a good sport to watch. I mean, when you look at it. Now, a lot of our viewers here don't like to watch golf, but
Ian Weatherspoon's one of them.
But golf is a very good sport to play, a very good sport to watch. Heck, even you could take your kids and watch miniature golf. And take them out, make them play putt-putt golf. You know what I mean? So it's
there's
really,
a lot of golf that's popular.
Golf that's popular. A lot of golf.
So any final thoughts about the Open, about golf in general?
I think when you look at the end of the day, is Tiger back? I think he's back, but it all comes down to Jordan Spieth, Rory McIlroy. He tweeted out that he thanked all the supporters for supporting him that weekend, and he talked about wanting to show a good example for his kids, and I think he did that. Mm-hmm. He's trying to, he's trying to make his kids happy and proud. I think he did just that. I think he did just that. He's back.
All right. Well, we'll be right back with Between Taorminas here on ONTV.
Dragon on the Lake returns to Lake Orion in August with numerous events scheduled over a 4-day period. Started in 2009 to celebrate the Orion Arts Center's 30th anniversary, the annual event offers fun for the whole family. Things kick off on Thursday, August 23rd with the Chamber of Commerce Thirsty Thursday and Chili Cook-Off at 4:30 p.m. And 105.1 The Bounce gets the party started with old school jams at 7:30 p.m. in the Dragon Pub. On Friday, visitors can enjoy a craft beer and wine tasting at 6 p.m., and the band Rockstar goes on stage at 8:30 p.m. An annual tradition continues at sunset as decorated boats travel around Lake Orion during the Lighted Boat Parade. Saturday morning kicks off with a brand new event. The Dragon on the Run 5K begins at 9 a.m. at the corner of Anderson and Front Street, with participants passing through downtown Lake Orion onto beautiful Paint Creek Trail. Enjoy music in the Dragon Pub all day Saturday, culminating with a performance by the always popular Square Pegs at 8:30 p.m. Don't miss the opening ceremony for the Dragon Boat races on Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m. in Greens Park. Throughout the day, teams will be competing for the title of 2018 Dragon Boat Race Champion. There's also a chalk art challenge, kids zone, and a whole lot more for the entire family to enjoy. For more information, visit dragononthelake.com or follow Dragon on the Lake on Facebook.
Welcome back to Between Taorminas here on ONTV. I'm your host, Anthony Taormina. Sammy, how you doing?
I'm hanging in there.
You know, this Dragon on the Lake is such a big event in Lake
It's
Orion.
starting to become popular.
It is popular. You know, I mean, for ONTV, it's one of the most popular events that
You know, I've never been there, so I've never been to Dragon on the Lake.
we try to go, depending on our football schedule.
We'll see.
All right, depending on the football schedules. Okay, let's talk about the second subject, which is the World Cup.
Yes.
France won the
Yeah.
World Cup.
You know, I'm still crying because I blame one man for ruining my whole World Cup experience. And
You
my
went
whole
with
World Cup
Brazil,
dreams.
then you went with
You know who I blame?
Mexico,
I blame
you
two
went
people
Russia.
for this. I blame two people for this.
Oh, good grief.
I blame Bill Reese and I blame Bob Bridges
Why?
because those were the two guys that honestly projected that Brazil would win the World Cup.
They did not predict that Brazil
You
would
know,
win the
you know
World
why
Cup.
Brazil lost was because Brazil didn't
You
get any
predicted
calls. Brazil didn't get any calls in that game, and they lost to Belgium. They didn't get anything. You know, that was the officiating's fault. You know why? You know what I suspect? I suspect
Here we
two
go.
people who tried to bribe the officials in that Brazil-Belgium game.
What?
Because they know deep down that Neymar is the best player in the world.
Job. Remember, you saw during the game against Mexico, he had an act job. He ended up having he faked an injury just to give his team more time to waste the clock down.
So you're saying that Neymar is a actor?
Yes.
He is not an actor.
He is an actor.
He is not an actor.
He faked an injury just to kill more time off the clock.
Are you saying Mexico's upset about that?
Mexico has every right to be upset about that.
So you're saying to me that Neymar is an actor, and we know, and I know my co-host on OA now, Ian Locke, knows that Neymar is not an actor. He is a soccer player.
He is an actor.
He is clearly an actor.
And
He's
you
not an
notice a
actor.
couple things too. Spain and Portugal, they played each other so hard that they end up getting eliminated early in the early stage of the World Cup.
I feel bad for Cristiano Ronaldo. I feel bad for him.
Why?
You know, I also feel bad for Torres of Argentina. What happened to him? France is virtually a young soccer team. They're young. You know, I thought it would be. You know what team shocked me was Croatia. Mm-hmm. Nobody in the right frame of mind thought Croatia would get to the final, especially what they did to England. What they shocked.
Croatia beat England. They beat Russia. They beat. I mean, that was a very impressive run for Croatia. Mm-hmm. But I mean, the controversy it seems like with France is not every one of their players is from France.
No.
So, what do you think about that? Should is everybody supposed to be from the home country?
Well, you're supposed to be from your home country. I mean, but you play a lot on English teams like Liverpool FC, like Everton. You know, you play in those type of leagues that should get you ready for the World Cup, and then, you go play for your country. So, basically, yeah, you should play for your home country. You know what I mean? You should basically
But the controversy is France. With France is not everybody is from France.
Are you saying that there are a couple people that aren't from France?
I mean, that's what pundits are saying. That's not what I'm saying. That's what critics are saying.
But France did deserve to win the World Cup.
France won the World Cup, yes.
They deserved to win the
The
World
day
Cup.
after Bastille Day, so there was a happy big 2 days in France.
They deserve to win the World Cup. I mean, but I still think. Are they a better team than Brazil? No. I mean, but France won the World Cup. They played and competed.
It wasn't that long ago that France not only didn't make the World Cup, they hit rock bottom.
They hit rock bottom. I mean, I can only imagine how the Americans feel. You know what I mean? Because they literally hit rock bottom. They hit rock bottom this year when they didn't make the World Cup. So, so very interesting to see how they do in the next 4 years. Do they get back to the World Cup? Of course, next after that is the Women's World Cup, which is going to be very interesting. Because the favorite has to be the United States.
Yeah.
And then you look at, and then of course, I look at other countries.
Can't count Japan out either.
I got to look at other countries, I was impressed by Russia. Russia impressed me. Even though they shocked Spain. Mm-hmm. They lost a heartbreaking game in penalties to Croatia. But Russia getting the Final Four, or getting the quarterfinals, was a heck of an accomplishment for them. That was.
What
huge.
about Japan? The way Japan played.
I like their sportsmanship.
Their sportsmanship.
Their sportsmanship was at the game.
They cleaned the locker room.
They cleaned the locker room, cleaned the stands. I mean,
that's good sportsmanship.
That's great sportsmanship by the Japanese and their and the people there. I think.
If you're Russia, you better be thanking Japan for that sportsmanship.
They did very, very great sportsmanship there by Japan, over in Russia. Very, very great sportsmanship. I think that Russia did a really good job
of hosting
World Cup. I thought Russia did a really good job getting your team to the quarterfinal. They had a really great run there. I was, France, deservingly winning the World Cup. Beating Croatia. Croatia's a very good team. Probably the biggest upset shocker for me was Germany losing in the knockout stage. Pre-knockout stage, and then of course you see in all these powerhouse countries go out in the knockout stage.
Mm-hmm. Now, what's your take about the United States, Canada, and Mexico hosting the World Cup in 2026?
I think it's interesting. All three teams got soccer stadiums. It's very interesting to see how...
The majority of the matches will be in the United States.
It's going to be interesting to see how the United States, Canada, Mexico, they're all three going to field teams, you know what I mean?
So, yeah.
But I'm curious to see what the soccer standards is in the United States, because I think right now it's hit rock bottom. And
there's not a lot of soccer support in the United States, especially in the youth levels.
No.
Because not very many people are coming out and playing soccer in the youth levels.
No, and I think, a lot of people look at maybe concussion policy as a perfect example.
I think it's
affecting football and it's affecting soccer.
Well, in a sense I agree, but in a sense I disagree, because you look at in the United States, there are multiple sports that are much more popular than soccer or football, as they call it in Europe. Whereas in Europe, it's the number one popular sport. It's year-round. It's the most popular sport there is. So there's a lot more fan attraction towards soccer/football,
What is year-round
than it is in the United States. Whereas it's in the United States, it's not. It's like maybe the fourth biggest interest sport, and there's not very many kids that play soccer, that want to play soccer when they get after the youth league.
Right. So that's what I'm saying is, I think that the United States Soccer Federation, they're going to have to get kids to come out, play soccer. But
positives.
What are the positives? Playing soccer. They got a lot of work to do. And also they're also competing with football, baseball, for younger kids, you know what I mean? It's not an easy thing to do, I
agree.
Especially all these policies in place.
That's true. Any final thoughts?
We'll see what happens going forward.
All right. We'll be right back with Between Taorminas on ONTV.
Breaker 19, you got your ears on? Put the hammer down and come on out to Orion Township's 15th annual Big Rig Gig on August 3rd, beginning at 5 p.m. at Friendship Park. Load up the family and explore dozens of trucks, tractors, diggers, dozers, bucket trucks, backloaders, and emergency vehicles of all shapes and sizes. Come early, stay late, and don't forget the Kodak camera. For more information, visit OrionParts.com. Keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down, and I'm gone.
Welcome back to Between Taorminas here on ONTV. Sammy, how you doing?
I'm hanging in there.
Let's talk about the baseball trade deadline. Obviously, there's not a lot of positive talk about Tigers these days.
If you're Ian Weatherspoon.
Well, Ian Weatherspoon's got to be. You think Ian's loving this or hating this?
I think for him to go to Cleveland would be really good for him.
You think Ian should trade teams and convert and become an Indians fan?
Yeah, I think that he should. The Tigers are done for. They have virtually just tanked the season. They're done for. But the trade deadline already started. New York and Boston are going to war with each other against Tampa Bay. I mean, Boston just traded for a Tampa Bay starting pitcher. Nogally, I believe is the guy's name. He went over there, countering what New York did the other day.
New York got Baltimore's best pitcher.
Zach Britton. No, they got their closer, Zach Britton.
Closer.
So that's a really good deal for New York. And then you look at others that are keeping an eye on. I know a lot of people are keeping an eye on Shane Green of the Detroit Tigers. What value he could bring back. Basically, the Tigers have a future closer in Jimenez who can do the deal, who could do very well. They also got some other trade pieces like Francisco Liriano. Michael Fulmer, maybe. I think he lost his value when he went to the DL. A lot of people look at the New York Mets system. When you look at players like Noah Syndergaard, I don't know how the heck he's on the DL, but with hand-foot, how do you get on the DL with a hand-foot mouth disease? And then
No comment
on that. But you have Jordan DeGrom on there, who's a very good pitcher. He's the best pitcher in the National League, and he's got a 500 record right now. That's sad. You know, if he was on a better baseball team than the Mets, he would, and it wouldn't surprise me he gets a Cy Young this year.
I mean, it feels very, very tough, obviously, with the Central being the division that it is. It's a very weak division. And then then you see the Yankees and the Red Sox once again going to war with each other.
Because
the Yankees, Red Sox, them going to war with each other, is that good for Major League Baseball?
No. Why? Because you want to, New York, Boston, usually are two big markets, but I still think that, I still think you have to have like a Midwestern team do very well. I know a lot of people say the Chicago Cubs, but I think you need to have a Detroit Tigers that are playing well.
Cleveland
Indians, or you got to have like a team
White Sox
out west that does well too, like the
But the Houston Astros are doing pretty well.
Well, yeah, Houston's playing very well right now. I mean, their rotation's loaded when you look at it. I mean, the only issue they got to address maybe is their closer. I mean, because Ken Giles has been ineffective, and you got to look at, I know Texas has really been down. Got to wonder where Cal Kella's going. And the Angels, you got to wonder where their mindset's at. Are they going to sell? So there's a lot to do, especially heading into this baseball trade deadline.
The trade deadline's next week, isn't it?
It is.
So it'll be interesting to see how they do in the trade deadline.
It's going to be very interesting heading into next week. I mean, you got to look at who is available, who's going there.
Who's expendable,
who is trade bait. So we'll see what happens.
Tigers have been a disappointment to you?
Yeah, because I thought they would do much better. They have not improved. They've been disappointing.
But Ron Gardenhire is certainly the guy to be there.
Yeah, Ron Gardenhire is the guy to be there, yes.
Okay. So with the Tigers' struggles,
we got Lions, hope.
Are the Lions the next hope, or
No.
are they going, why?
Because I think the Lions are a 7-9 team, despite the fact that they do have Matt Patricia there as the head coach. Matthew Stafford as the quarterback.
Isn't the NFC North tougher division?
It is a very tough division, the NFC North. It's gotten much tougher now. I think Chicago's going to be improved. I think Minnesota's the team to beat. Green Bay's going to be solid.
Aaron Rodgers.
Anytime you have Aaron Rodgers, you know what I mean, you're going to be in it. But right now, I think when I look at the NFC North, I still think it's Minnesota's to lose because of Kirk Cousins.
Who's the favorite right now in the NFL right now? Who do you think the favorite is?
I would say the Patriots still. New England, in the AFC. NFC, I would have to go with the, and people think this might be a surprise, but to me, I still think it's the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles are still the team to beat. I know one of my friends talked to me about when we were up north, and we said the Washington Redskins were going to be better and improved. And I said, I'm not agreeing with that. Even though they got Alex Smith as their starting quarterback, but you still got the Eagles. I think are clearly the best team in the NFC right now. People are going to say the LA Rams are, but I still think right now the Eagles are the team to beat right now.
All right. So, got any final thoughts?
See what happens. Football season's coming up. We just had College Football Media Day.
Yeah, we did.
Looking forward to OA Media Day. Looking forward to OA Media Day in a few weeks.
You want to talk briefly about College Football Media Day?
Yeah, we could. Yes. Michigan State's going to be very good. I think Michigan's got some questions on the offensive side of the football. But class of Big Ten still is Ohio State. You got Ohio State, Wisconsin. Those are two teams that are the best right now. But Penn State, Michigan, best team. I mean, it could be threats in the East, and then top teams in the East, and then the best top team. Maryland's a wild card, and then the West. You got Nebraska there. You got Iowa there. Northwestern obviously there. Right. I mean, so it'll be very interesting to see what happens this Big Ten year.
And then you got OA Media Day coming up.
OA Media Day, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
That should be really interesting. Be curious to see what teams have, what each of these teams have. So we'll see what happens.
And got Double O Trophy here.
Yes.
All right, that will do it for this episode of Between Taorminas. Catch you soon. Have a great night. See you soon, Lake Orion. Take care.